So today is February 28th, and I'm sitting outside of Silverado's Valley Strong Disaster Relief, pretty much dreading making this post. So it'll be a very bittersweet announcement, an announcement that I've known for months would be one of the hardest I've had to make. But it's also an announcement that's necessary as we begin to move forward and heal as a community. On Sunday, March 2nd, 2025, after 5 full months, the Distribution Center for Valley Strong Disaster Relief will have its last day of handing out supplies to our community and also taking on volunteers to run our hub. Even though this has been the goal and we want this to happen because it means we're more stable as a community, that still doesn't make it any easier to let go. Back on September 27th, 2024, our lives were flipped upside down here in Western North Carolina. We were lost. We were confused. Our region and our community had crumbled. In the wee hours of Hurricane Helene, we were all just trying to really get in where we fit in. There was just so much chaos and so much destruction. It's so hard to process that timeline and what all was happening on those first week or so. It was like a movie. At that time, Western North Carolina was basically an island for 7 days. We were cut off from the outside world. That had left us rationing a lot of our supplies and doing what we could to survive. At that time, early on in the storm, our friend Ian was out of town. We were able to eventually get in contact with him, and he got up with Amy and I, and we transferred him a little bit of money to cover some supplies on our end. When Ian was finally able to get home, he had brought back fuel, food, batteries, paper towels, all the essentials, and we were basically just supplying a little friend group. As the days went on, the need became greater. Our stores were still closed. No one had power or water, and people were basically homeless. There was a sense of panic setting in. There was no communication, but very, very spotty communication. But when you were out, you would just kind of feel a sense of panic. Mothers needing formula, food, whatever. Ultimately, we made the decision to make Silverado's a hub for the community. We started out in the corner of the bar giving out supplies. We had locals in our community that were cooking hot meals and still are. We even had a small first aid station to where when people could get off the mountain or get out, they could get some sort of help. We had a command station where we were dispatching quads, four-wheelers, hikers, people that could deliver supplies to folks that were stranded. We even had communications with helicopter pilots that were making airdrops and doing rescue missions. We had supplies, we had resources. But somewhere in the midst of all that, God moved in a mighty, mighty way. You moved. People started coming from all over the world. There was a movement happening right before our eyes. And in those times of very early October, late September, Valley Strong Disaster Relief was born. And it's been unlike anything I've ever been a part of in my life. We came together here. We came together at this little bar and concert venue off of Highway 70 in Swannanoa, North Carolina. This hub phase has been the most life-changing experience that I've ever had in my life. There will never be anything that will be able to compare to it. I found myself, and I am grateful. So, as we end chapter 1 in this journey, we don't need to be sad. We need to celebrate. Because we are just getting started. This is just the beginning. We will move directly into rebuild. We will continue to restore homes and businesses and bring hope for our community. And because of your donations and support to Valley Strong Disaster Relief, We're going to be able to rally around our community and be a beacon of light and hope for a new beginning. We're not going away. We are just on the dawn of a new day. I'll have so much more on this because I have so much to talk about this phase, but that's just to let you know that the hub part and the volunteer part of Valley Strong Disaster Relief Distribution Hub will end Sunday. But a reminder that we are just getting started. We love you guys. Keep on fighting.